Well, everyone, it's Europa League Conference Judgment Day. We've got one game with an outside chance of getting into the knockout rounds. Can we do it? Fingers crossed. Hey everyone, yeah, that's right. We're playing Pogon today in the last game of the Conference League. And yeah, it's all to play for. We're currently outside the playoff spots, but we do have a chance, like I said, of sneaking our way in. If you want to do a massive favor before we do get into the video, drop a like down below. And if you're in the 75% of recent viewers who are unsubscribed, why not drop a subscribe down below? We've had, as I was saying last time, we've had a massive like bump in views, which I hate to be all like YouTubey and whatever, but you know, I do mainly just do this just because I enjoy it, and I hope other people enjoy it as well. But it is nice when I see that people are sort of sticking with the series and do seem to be coming back and watching it. So it sort of gives me a little bit of a nice fuzzy feeling. So yeah, if you aren't subscribed and you are currently enjoying it, then why not drop a subscribe down below. Hopefully things are starting to get a little bit meaty now. We have turned professional, which has meant that we've been able to hire even more staff. So the number of staff we were allowed to hire had slowly crept up over the last season. But since we went professional, the numbers bumped up. By the way, I apologize for my my voice. I'm recently just kind of recovering from the flu, basically. So so yeah, if I seem a little bit spacey today, it's just because I've kind of, even though I only recorded like the last 2 episodes, I think, on Sunday, I've been absolutely wiped out for like the last 2-3 days. So if I'm a little bit sort of erratic, even more so, more waffly than normal, and not quite sure where I'm up to, that's why. So I think logically, obviously, we look back at the Conference League from the tail end of the season, what was officially the end of our season. So obviously we lost to Kalamata 1-0, and then we went to beat Cologne 2-1 at home, which, believe me, was not what I expected, especially when you consider that we went down to 10 men when Fredrik Pedersen picked up an injury in the 83rd minute, and we'd already made all our subs. But then Ingemar Arne Christensen, set up by Magnussen, weighed in with a goal to give us a win in the Conference League, 2-1 at home to Cologne, which is, you know, after the Newcastle game, was, you know, I expected probably really to lose this. But yeah, we went with Verscharen today for this game over Gomes, and he gave us the lead with Magnussen with his first assist of the game. And then Köln made it 1-1. Basically a header which I can't remember who it was on the near post attempted to get rid of, but he was only able to deflect it into the net. And then it was a lovely outside of the foot pass from Magnussen, which Christensen just smashed in from close range. Yeah, absolutely unbelievable result. So then next up was Sheriff, who, after beating Köln, we think, great, we've played Sheriff twice and we've, you know, put 3 goals past them over 2 legs. Brilliant. So when Tomasyan gave us the lead in the 39th minute, we thought, brilliant, let's keep going. But then obviously we conceded to Sheriff's only shot all game, a bit of a daisy cutter from the edge of the box. It was one of those where you could literally see it happening, basically. It was a ball into, I think it was Badolo or Kaimakov. I can't remember who it was exactly. Whoever it was who got this is Kaimakov, yeah. And you could literally see it happening. Kamisha got dragged out of position slightly, trying to cover. He laid it back to Silla, who just smashed it in from about 20 yards, just literally low along the floor. And Verbovec just couldn't get to it. And then we had this ding-dong tie against Sparta Rotterdam, a team who I fancied that we could maybe have a really good go at. But ultimately their quality just won out, really. Especially with, like, when you think they've got Joshua Kitolano in midfield, who only go back to FM24, 22, was a bit of a wonder kid midfielder. And yeah, they were just really, really good, to be fair to them. We played some really nice football. As you can see, 70% possession. Don't get me wrong, we had our chances. And it's kind of made me think that, you know, we're hopefully going to be getting to a point soon where we can just have that slightly better quality. When you think that we have 15 shots, 8 of them on target, compared to their 9 on target, and, you know, they put away 2 more goals than we did. You know, really frustrating. Obviously, one of them was a penalty, you know, which is obviously can't be helped, but you know, and that accounts for a lot of their XG. But you know, I think there was enough in this game where we probably could have done a little bit more than we did. But you know, it is what it is, and what can you do? So what all that means is we go into the game against Pogon today, favourites as well, comfortable favourites according to basically everyone, knowing that if we win, we do need some results to go our way, but that will put us on 7 points, which currently would put us in 18th place. And the advantage we have is that some of these teams, like I think Empoli, Limassol, etc., are playing either each other or teams in the outside the playoff places. So we know that if we can get a win, we have got a really good chance of going through, just because we know other teams are most likely going to take points off each other. And as I said, that professional status did take effect. I think it was sort of actually at the start of December in the end by the time that went through. Club balance is generally a lot healthier. That's not really as a result of those going professional. It was already looking that good as a result of all the European competition prize money that we were getting through. But yeah, hopefully that can only be, that can only grow as we start to reap the benefits of going professional. And there are a few facility upgrades going on. I think it's the youth facilities are improving, if I remember right, not affiliates, facilities. Doesn't say yet, but I'm pretty sure it's the youth facilities that I managed to convince them to upgrade, and then hopefully everything else will start to get sorted. We've also, obviously, we were signing Oscar Vargas, who we touched on, and then this guy who looks absolutely phenomenal, Lucas Schmidt, got brought to our attention. He had a relegation release clause because his team got relegated, so we had a relegation release clause of 725k, and now obviously we had a budget of 1.5 mil, and we'd only spent 50k of that on Vargas. So we decided to spend half of that on this guy who is instantly, I mean, you only have to look at the star ratings. I know star ratings aren't everything, but you only have to look at them to see how much better he is for us at that number 10 slot at the age of 21. He's, never mind the attributes which are overall better than Gomez's, but he just has a lot more green. He's a lot more more of a complete player. Don't get me wrong, Gomez last season was fantastic. Not so many goals in the league, but 16 goals overall, 10 before that, 6 the season before that, and 3 the season before that. So, he had his best season for us last season as matched by his overall match rating. But Schmidt is definitely going to be the future of that role for us, and someone who potentially we could sell in the future for quite a large bit of money if he develops. Even if we can just sort of get 10 times that, I reckon that's doable. And we're also, basically, I think with Schmidt and this guy, Olivier Thome, we are sort of smashing our wage structure. I think both of them are worth it. I know this guy has an orange big matches, but hopefully that won't be too much of an impact for him. Free signing, release from Benfica, coming in, to be our new right winger. I mean, he can play on the left over Isaacson if needed, but I think he can also do a job on the right for us as an inverted winger. Because we've got Isaacson and Ingemar Christensen and Magnussen, obviously, and who else can play out there? Ravine. So yeah, but he is streets ahead of them. Again, a much more complete player, so I think he'll be fantastic for us. And last but not least, the loan farm. We did manage to get Gunnarsson, Barbet, Harrison and Roberto to extend their loan deals at their respective clubs. Saeed did not want to renew at Lakeney, so I'm hopeful I'll be able to get him out on loan at another club next season, or he might come back to us. His development has improved, playing well at Lakeney, so I'm hopeful we can get him another loan move, to be honest with you. The other thing as well is I can't remember what it coincided with Schwaj. We did change him to a squad player, and all of a sudden he seemed happy with his game time. He seemed quite happy with. I can't remember if the squad player change came before or after he said he was happy to stay. Because I think we started him in a game and then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, he's no longer concerned about his game time, and then we got him to agree a new contract as a squad player. Ravine still not happy. But there was someone else who was moaning about the game time and wanted to leave, and all of a sudden they were happy with it. And for the life of me, I can't remember who it was. Unfortunately, it's evading me at the moment. But Jovekovic is still not happy, and Ravine also still isn't happy. But I don't mind too much if either of them leave. Valson still isn't happy, but hopefully he will be soon. And Tomashin also still isn't happy, but he said he wanted to leave, and we're like, no, we don't want to sell you. And then some of the players, like, we had that team meeting, was like, we think you need to play him and blah blah blah, and it was like, okay, that's fine, I'll play him. And now Janison is wanted by Inter. Interesting developments. Could potentially get sort of really try and squeeze the money out of them. Anyway, so he said we'd play him, and he's taken that promise. So maybe we will start him today, because, like, you know, he did score against. Maybe we will start him and try and uphold that end of the bargain. But he's another one, really. I want to loan him out. He's good. He's a good player. So yeah, so he managed to appease some of those players anyway. They're a bit happier now, which is good. Like I said, this is a game which everyone has kind of predicted that we win. So let's see what happens. But it's a massive game. We're at home. And you know, I thought to check our position instructions. Thankfully, since I've got an assistant, he has kind of started doing most of them for me, which is good. Because for a while we didn't have a new assistant manager. Gamboa, is that? No, I was gonna say that's not. Like, was it Christian Gamboa or something? I can't remember. He used to play for someone relatively well known. I can't remember. But yeah, we've managed to appease quite a few people. So we're just waiting on a few others to sort of become happy with their game time, basically, and hopefully will be happy days. But yeah, literally just changing that. That just managed to get Schwarz to agree to be a squad player is really, really good. Takes a little bit of the pressure off, and one less agitator. So we need to keep a close eye on the table and the results, really. Yes, well, in Gomes, and here's Tamashin. He's out to Isaacson, who is just trying to get back into sort of form since his injury. He was out for quite a while. Ragnarsson was unhappy because we hadn't improved the coaching team, but that was at a time when the board wouldn't let us increase the staff. But he since sort of got over that, and then and also since then we've been able to start upping our coaching team. That was a great chance. We did get a corner though from it actually, but felt like he should have done a bit better. So yeah, AAB are playing Riga. Yeah, that was it. Zoya, I think. Yeah, playing for Malshia was good. It's gone in. How's that gone in? That looks like it took about 3 deflections on the way through. Let's see, header. Oh, it's blocked on the line and then it falls straight to his feet. That's really annoying. That's really, really annoying. Man. Come on, it would be great to have some sort of European football like next, you know, carrying on into the new year. Yeah, absolutely brilliant if we could. Like, we've had some really good performances in this sort of run as well. It'd be a shame to not really get any sort of substantial rewards for it. You know, I feel like at times we just lacked maybe a little bit of luck, or maybe, you know, that little bit of quality at like this key times. I'm gonna have to just try and go for it, I think, really. There's no point in sort of playing it safe or being conservative. Oh, hang on, what are they playing? They'll be playing... What are they playing? Wingers? An advanced playmaker and a winger. Not good enough, really, that first half. I'm going to hold off on some subs for now. I did debate making some, but we're going to hang fire and we will make some changes. If there's not even been in like an improvement in our general play by 55, I'm going to change. No, good idea. Actually, I will put Stephenson, because Stephenson's going to come off anyway. I only played him over Pedersen because Pedersen was just coming back from an injury. And then Janssen will come off Mashing. In fact, you know what? Why wait? If we're going to do it, just do it now. I think we go with Allen. Put Allen on for now. And then we can bring on Valdemarsen. And then we've got Christiansen and Sharon as well. Come on, this is a great chance. Should have done better. Really should have done better with that. Yes, Billy. Let's go. Come on, chance now. Chance. That's pretty poor from Gomez. He's not had a particularly impactful performance yet, which is a shame. Yes, Einerson, well done. Into Schwarz. Wins the corner, and it will be him to take. Schwarz. Billy heads it over. Gets it very, very wrong. I think we go with Christiansen on for Isaacson. It's whether we bring on Valdemarsen or Verscharen for Gomez is going to be the question, really. That is going to be the question. Do we go 2 up top, or do we go with Verscharen's creativity? That's a terrible attempt at a tackle by Pedersen. Absolutely terrible. What a save from Valsen, because that would have been game over if that had gone in. Gonna have to go for it. How many of them are offside there? Well, it's fine. We'll just keep playing even though they were offside. It's fine. That's going to be the game, isn't it? It's annoying because when the first ball came in, about 2 of them were offside. I know they didn't get it, but they challenged. They were, you know, interfering with play because our defenders knew they were there and had to get rid of it. You know, if they hadn't have got it, if our defenders had have missed the ball or left it and it had gone to their attackers, they'd have been flagged for offside. Go on, Alex. Terrible. Terrible. Right, he is going off and it's going to be Verscharen. Sorry, Gudmundur. Very, very disappointed. This was a chance, this. This was definitely a chance. I'm just not really taking it. Come on, let's go. That's garbage, mate. Absolute garbage. That's better. The cross is too early. Why have you played that cross so early? You could have ran to the byline. I don't have hit early crosses on. Make it make sense, everyone. Make it make sense. Why would you do that? Poor pass. Ugh. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You've got to try and get something. Just do something. Do something. Do something, but go backwards. Like, what did that achieve? What did that achieve? The issue we've got with Schmidt coming is, what do we do with Sharon and Gomez? We want to keep one of them because, obviously, good players, we need a backup. Maybe we just keep both because Gomez counts as homegrown because we've had him since he was like 18. And Visharen's dead versatile. He can literally play anywhere. You know, sort of, you know, as an 8 or as a 10 or either wing. So maybe we just keep him as well. It's a shame because they'll probably, I mean, they'll get unhappy that they're not going to get the game time. They'll either have to accept, especially Gomez is going to have to accept being a squad player or not. I don't think he will because he's already been moaning about game time this year. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? What is that? Like, what is that? I don't get it. Why are you doing that? And it's going to end in a whimper and their keeper's been injured. That's quite funny. Disappointing campaign, really. Chance for getting more points is over as well. Really disappointing, not good enough, etc, etc. So, I mean, next season, obviously, it will be going in at the Champions League. And, I mean, the squad is going to be so much better than it is at the moment, just with those 3 new additions coming in. Hopefully that will give us just that little bit of extra quality in the European competitions to start getting us a little bit further along. If we look at the coefficients, we are 38th. We are finishing this season with a 3.5. So much better than the last, 3 years. It's annoying because we are going to lose a 3-point season. But that will see us go back up above North Macedonia. Which is really good. No one else is leapfrogging us from below, so we will go up a place. It doesn't really change anything about who qualifies where next year, but the good thing is that we will be losing in the next 12 months or so. No, 2 years. Well, actually, next year we're going to lose an even better season, but at least those 1.25s are going to go soon, and then we can sort of start essentially from this 2.5 and this 3.5. Really start pushing on that. It's obviously not going to be for another 3 or 4 seasons. So still a bit of work to do. Hopefully next season we can make it a real good one. But yeah, we need to get back up to sort of towards the high 30s because, well, I suppose the low 30s in a way, because that is when we will start getting a few additional spots. So I'm pretty sure, is it once we get to 32nd? I think the cup winner goes to the Europa League rather than to the Conference League. So that's obviously just a little bit of an extra one. So that means that if we win the cup, then obviously the Europa League spot will go to someone else. So that just gives them a little bit of extra leeway in where they go, from Europa League into Conference League rather than straight into Conference League. They just got a little bit more sort of room to maneuver. So we'll see. Plenty of work to be done. I will obviously see you for next season. I don't know at which point it might just be a little random catch-up game in the league at the start, and then obviously the main thing, really, let's face it, is the European competitions. So we're going into, what is it, season 8? I think season 8. It'll be, we've won 3 leagues in a row now, and we won the first one in our 5th season. So yeah, going really well. We should have our final coaching badge finished by then. Actually no, we might have another one to go after that. I think it's the pro after that, isn't it? So I think So yeah, we might be a little bit further along. The club will hopefully be a little bit better. Hopefully other clubs will follow suit and go pro as well. We have to keep a close eye on them. But yeah, fingers crossed everyone. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, even though the outcome was very disappointing. But it's just good to touch base with where we're at. We have new kits as well. So yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.